I had a little ego hissy fit the other day. I realized something interesting. That as a man, and I don't like this perspective in any way, shape, or form, but as a man, you really are required to be in very specific ways to be good enough, to prove you're enough, to show that you're a man, to be emotionless when society deems you to be not strong enough because you're emotional, to become emotionless to survive, to figure out how to navigate a world where everything is actually aimed against you. And I had a hissy fit, like, I'm gonna be a man. I'm gonna be what a man is, what the man is required to be. And then I got over my little hissy fit and realized that I can't do that because I'm not a man. I am. And in being that, I have emotions. I have intentions. I have preferences. I have acceptance. I have presence. I have the awareness. And I have a divine guidance within me. And the divine guidance is not coming from some source outside of me. It's coming from within me. And I have been listening to this the last few years. And anyone that looks at my life from the outside would be like, what on earth is this person doing? This is not a man. This person hasn't went and worked and made money and this and that. And you know what? I don't care what you think with your judgments. Because I'm not a man. I am being human. I am learning to be human. And in doing so in the last 3 years, I have found how to be more human, more myself, more man, but not as in a male and female, but human. I'm not subscribing to society's preferences and what they deem is acceptable and good enough. Because who are you to judge me? If I don't judge me, and the source that I come from doesn't judge me, what makes you think you're any better to judge me? And if you have judgment for me or my choices, maybe you should consider where and why you have judgment in the first place. Bring your awareness to yourself, your decisions and your thoughts. I've dealt with the hardest thing that I've ever had to deal with in life this week. And you know what it done to me? Show me just how much I can trust myself. Just how much I am connected to myself, and just how many people out there care about myself, about ourselves, because they don't look at me as something different from themselves. And that's the kind of people that I would like to experience having around me. And in this process, there's something that I learned about myself, something I realized about myself, something I became aware of about myself. And when I say this, Don't look at it from an ego perspective. But I ask you to question yourself from this same perspective. If the world knew my heart, the world would be a better place. Sit with it for yourself. If the world knew your heart, would it be a better place? And if the answer is yes, congratulations, well done. Keep being you. The problem is to say that. It requires you to understand the intention, the meanings, the definitions behind what I'm talking about. I ain't got time to explain that. I don't need to explain that to anyone. I understand it for myself, and I'm not here to prove who or what I am. I'm here to be what I am. And those who accept me and appreciate me will see me. And those who don't will think I'm just chatting nonsense. It's not my business, that's your business. Your judgment, your business. Your perception of me has nothing to do with me. It has all to do with you. And how you look outwardly. I encourage every man and every woman to let go of what society deems a man and a woman to be, and just learn to be yourself. Learn to find a way to navigate the world that brings you peace and causes no pain for others. You may want to set boundaries, and there's nothing wrong with that, but set them in a healthy way that it doesn't cause pain or discomfort or dis-ease for other people. And I'm not talking about the people who have things that they need to deal with. I'm talking about the people who are directly influenced, impacted by those boundaries. I'm no longer going to limit, minimize, shrink myself for anyone or anything in this world, including myself. If you don't resonate, if you don't resonate, that's okay. No problem. This is your truth, and I accept your truth, and I appreciate it. Enjoy your truth. Live your truth. I respect it. I encourage it. I have someone literally just messaged me while I'm recording this video. Someone who is so deeply in their ego that does not know how to conduct themselves in any way, shape or form, no matter how loving, how patient, how understanding I have been towards them. And they're asking silly questions. Well, sir, yes I did. Yes I did. And before you make any judgment, look at yourself and how you treat the people around you. Don't look at me and judge me. Think of all the things that we went through together and look at your behavior before you have any judgment on me. Look at how the people around you are reacting to your behavior. Seeing as you know everything and you're so intelligent and you're so happy and you're so comfortable and confident in your I don't give a fuck about nobody else's feelings mindset. said I love you, but I don't love you for you or who you are. Because if I had to make a judgment, you don't deserve it from anybody. But I give you love because that's who I am. And I know that who you are being is not who you really are. If the world knew my heart, the world would be a better place. Because they would have more acceptance, more understanding, more patience. That would make them more willing. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Ah. I know you're proud of yourself. I'm proud of you too. You've done well to step out of what you was in. That's not the end of the journey unless you want it to be. And clearly that's what you want. Because anyone that cares about you, you keep pushing them away. It's your choice. It's your truth. I don't need nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you. But yet I still offer you love. Look at your behavior. Is it resonant with what I just expressed? Or is it bitter, judgmental, and cold? Spiteful, childish and immature. This is not judgment, this is observation. You don't have to agree. But if you can't even be honest with yourself, don't message me silly things like that. In fact, don't even contact me ever again. Because I don't need to hear from you. And I certainly don't need to get messages like what you just sent me. And if I shared this with people, the people that care about me, the judgment they would give you. And you know what? I don't want them to do that. Because I don't want that for you. Even while you're here saying things like that to me, I'm still here offering you space and care and love and patience and understanding. But you know what? No more. Because my boundary that I'm going to set with you is that you do not deserve my time or my efforts anymore. I wish you the best. And unfortunately, you won't get it from me. And that's a big loss. Yes, it is. For you. You've done nothing for me other than held up mirrors for me to learn to adapt and adjust myself, to not judge someone who does not know how to treat people, probably because they was never treated nicely themselves, too desperate for attention, too desperate for affection, that they created a whole reality that makes them a victim to get that. Real shit. Yes. Real shit. I forgive you for your judgments. I forgive you for your accusations. But I do not want you around me or my family. You don't deserve the presence that I possess. And you don't deserve the presence that my family possess. And there's my judgment on your behavior and your actions. I'm so grateful that I was there for you in the times that you needed someone. I'm so grateful I was the only person that was there for you when you needed someone. And I'm so grateful for you that you're in a good place now. And I wish you the best. But don't ever contact me again. This is me. This is how I set my boundaries. Someone that I was there for through the darkest times has just sent me one of the horriblest messages they could have sent me in my darkest time. And yes, look at the way I'm conducting myself in the hardest time. Still compassionate, still understanding, still patient, still loving, still caring, even to those like you. So as I said, judge me all you want, but maybe you should take a look at yourself before you share any judgment with anybody else. Now, anyone that actually watches this, you've seen me in my worst. You've seen me in my best. Because right now I'm in my worst and my best. And if I am someone that you resonate with, please reach out. I would really appreciate having people around me that would love the best for me as I would for them.